Welcome to Conversations, where we hear the stories of people who are making a difference in the lives of Rockwall ISD students. I'm Jeff Bailey, Superintendent of Rockwall ISD, and it's my pleasure to welcome Chris Kosterman to our show today. Mr. Kosterman is Rockwall ISD's first Fine Arts Director. He stepped into his role in July, and we were thrilled to have him in this role. Mr. Kosterman, please start off by telling us what your position as a Fine Arts Director entails.
Thank you, Mr. Bailey. I oversee music, theater, dance, and the visual arts and cheer, K through 12. I serve Rockwall ISD as a voice from the district to the campus and back again, and everywhere in between. Most everything I do each day is directly aimed at helping teachers and students have more and better opportunities to sing and dance, to learn to play a musical instrument, to act, to draw, to paint, sculpt, and engage their creative energies to learn the beautiful and expressive quality of the arts.
Mr. Kosterman, tell us a little about your background and what prepared you to become Rockwall ISD's Fine Arts Director.
I was born and raised in Paris, Texas. After college, I was a band director in the Panhandle for a couple of years and then returned to Paris to help out in the family business. After my father passed away, I went back to school and received my master's degree. In '96, my wife and I and two sons moved to Rockwall, and I played professionally as a clarinetist and bass clarinetist for several years. In 2001, I was hired as the assistant band director at Kane Middle School, where I worked for 5 years, and then I went to Rockwall Heath High School as the assistant band director, where I also spent 5 years. And finally, in 2011, I was hired as the director of bands at Rockwall High School, where I've been for the last 3 years. Being a head director here at Rockwall ISD was my ultimate dream job, and I would have gladly stayed until retirement. But when this job came along, I simply couldn't pass it up. Being the first ever Fine Arts Director here at Rockwall ISD gives me the best opportunity to help all of our students enjoy great performance and creative opportunities.
What would you say is your vision for the Fine Arts groups here at Rockwall ISD?
My vision for our Fine Arts group is that each student will have world-class opportunities in the visual or performing arts. My wife and I chose to live in Rockwall 18 years ago because the community, the school district, their commitment to education, and the incredible support they provide for our kids. I believe that one of the most important ingredients to educating the whole child is to help them discover the power of creativity. I want each student in Rockwall to be a part of a state competitive performing or visual arts group, and I'll work every day to make sure all of our kids can study the fine arts elective of their choice. My hope is that every student in Rockwall schools will be able to learn life skills through art, music, dance, and theater that can remain with them forever, that they may become more successful students and better human beings.
Mr. Kosterman, tell us, how do you think the Fine Arts program benefits our students and community?
Students here and all across the state choose fine arts classes because they want to belong to a group of kids that have similar interests and work together toward common goals. Whether it be an elementary art class preparing for a school or a district-wide art show, or a high school orchestra preparing a rigorous UIL concert program, kids want to become a part of something bigger than themselves and have lots of fun while they do it. Through fine arts electives, our kids here in Rockwall learn about teamwork, discipline, and the value of each individual as he or she relates to the entire group. For our community, the arts become the esprit de corps, the spirit of the school, and in so many cases, the spirit of the community. Nothing can inspire a community more than a children's chorus performing a holiday concert, or an exciting marching band at halftime, or a beautiful dance recital. School Fine Arts Group provide a sense of pride for a community and help us recognize the most important resource we have for our future, our kids.
What kind of student is most likely to be successful in studying fine arts?
Fine arts courses are for everyone. Art, music, theater, and dance go with everything. Our course offerings go with robotics, athletics, science, technology, mathematics, engineering, ACDEC, and virtually every pathway that a student can choose. Fine arts electives are an essential part of House Bill 5 and required for each endorsement. The people in Austin and educators across the country have recognized that studying the arts in school gives kids a better chance to succeed in high school and way beyond.
Rockwall ISD's fine arts programs have won several awards lately. Can you tell us about some of the successes we're already seeing in these programs?
All of our groups at Rockwall ISD are doing great. The Rockwall High School Wind Ensemble was recently named a national winner in the Mark of Excellence National Wind Band Honors Project. Last year, both Rockwall High School and Rockwall Heath High School drill teams won national championships. Our orchestra program at each campus has earned a UIL sweepstakes with each group ever since they began competing 6 years ago. We're on our way to continued success at Rockwall ISD.
Chris, thank you so much for joining us today and sharing about your new position in the fine arts programs here at Rockwall ISD. And to our audience, thank you for spending a few minutes with us today. I hope you'll join us in November for our next edition of Rockwall ISD Conversations.